Anyway, on our first clip, Walt questions, is the Brontosaurus real? Q dodges some softball questions about David Bowie, and they discuss Satan's diarrhea, something we're very familiar with here at the Showers. Enjoy!
I don't know if you've heard that phrase, Declan, time crunch, but in America that means I'm up against it.
You got to be clutch here, Declan.
All right, who at the table is a Bowie fan?
Oh, I like Bowie.
How big a Bowie fan are you? On a scale of 1 to 10.
I will say in terms of, I think, look, here's the thing.
Oh, a little caveat all of a sudden, I like Bowie.
Qualifying.
No, like I love his music, but I don't know, like I don't do deep dives on Bowie's life and personality. You know what I mean? Like I like his music.
He's trying
He's a fucking politician.
He's distancing himself from Bowie. He doesn't even know what we're going to talk about.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is like I don't want to say like, oh, I'm a huge fan of his, because I am of his music, but then we're suddenly in a Bowie trivia thing, and I don't know.
No, not at all.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I meant.
What era of Bowie is your jam? Is it like Ziggy Stardust, or is it the Berlin phrase, or is it, you know?
I like the Ziggy Stardust stuff. Is probably my
that's your go-to.
my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
That's the older stuff, right?
Yeah, that's the older stuff.
Yeah, that's what I like as well.
A little bit after Space Oddity, he gets that Ziggy Stardust thing going. But apparently, they've named a dinosaur after glam rock star Dave Bowie. They found a new dinosaur, and they've named it Stellasaurus. Stellasaurus.
Okay, like Stellar.
Yeah, which I can't imagine. I'm shocked that there hasn't been a dinosaur already called Stellasaurus, because every fucking dinosaur I hear sounds like that.
Right.
You know, I mean, but Stellasaurus means star lizard. And it's a homage to the late Dave Bowie's hit song Starman, paleontologist Jack Wilson told the news agency. The skull of this new dinosaur is astonishing. It's almost star-like. Now, I ask you guys, if you're going to name a dinosaur after David Bowie, why don't you just call it David Bowie? Why do you got to call it fucking Star Lizard? Because no one's going to really know that's named after David Bowie. Then.
I would have went with Zygosaurus.
Exactly. Something that a little bit more on the nose than like so vague.
What's a
He probably
What
can't.
does it mean? Stella?
Stellasaurus means star lizard.
Star lizard.
And the skull...
Because I bet you it's the rules of like...
Oh, the fucking
like
paleontologists
cataloging
have all these little fucking rules. They just can't name it fucking... Just can't name it David Bowie?
I would guess you can't. No. It's probably got to be classified in an official way.
Oh, yeah, because all this shit's official. This fucking skull...
I mean, it's just
has a big star in the middle of its forehead, they say. And they've never seen anything like it. Isn't that always the case when they find these fucking bones that like, oh, never, here's a new one.
I agree, yeah. They're like, it's like, of course, if it's the first time you're seeing it, then of course you've never seen anything like it. Yeah.
Did you guys know that the Brontosaurus
is not real?
Is not real, never existed?
Wait, what?
I knew that.
You said that years ago.
Yeah, I call all that shit. There's not a chance that fucking creature could exist. It could never have blood fucking pump to its brain.
Oh no. The species of dinosaurs those type dinosaurs do exist, but the Brontosaur was a mixed match of two different dinosaurs put together.
You've seen the pictures, right?
I've seen the recreations
the drawings.
Yeah.
How does blood get to that fucking brain?
Well, it's a tiny brain, and it gets that shit up there through a fucking giraffe neck type thing with a huge heart. I'm guessing it could do it.
But couldn't a Brontosaurus fucking eat an apple off the fucking top of the Empire State Building? It was so big.
No, I don't think so.
Why an apple?
Okay, I think we're getting to the bottom of this.
If you had an apple in your hand, you could reach over and feed it, right?
No.
Fucking Land of the Lost, a giant apple.
No, it's got to be like they got to be like 30, 40 feet high.
It says
they're not like as tall as like Godzilla?
No, I don't think so, bud. I think they're like 3 stories high.
But
I don't know, I
Q,
see a
it's-
lot of the conflicting fucking drawings in my day.
Okay.
It says
Alright,
here
well.
that as recently as 2012, they were saying that the Brontosaurus did not exist, but then in 2015 they said that that he came back.
Oh, how'd he come back?
Oh, really?
Decades after scientists decided that the famed dinosaur never actually existed, new research says the opposite. It's like the World Health Organization. You don't know what the fuck to believe because they change their mind every 2 minutes.
That's right. Q, does that cause you to have any doubt about dinosaurs in general when you hear shit like that?
No, not really. Dude, I think you got to re-examine these. They're not that big, man. That thing's like fucking 20 feet tall. That
Have you-
Brontosaurus.
That's fucking huge.
That's pretty cool looking.
Right, but it's not like I don't think the neck is beyond the level of like what a giraffe's is pulling off.
Well, that's to say that's a real skeleton too. I don't think they've ever found a complete skeleton. It's all fucking clay and ceramic. Half that skeleton.
Why do they want people to believe that there were, though? Like, what do they get out of it?
Oh, it's a punch a hole in God. That's why.
Oh, is that it? Or to
Oh,
get
hell
money for
yeah.
research?
Oh yeah, it's to fucking be able to say that all you guys that believe in God are fools and you've been had.
But why?
That's what
why,
dinosaurs were created for.
But why dinosaurs and not any other animal?
Because dinosaurs weren't in the Bible.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Were all other animals?
Yeah.
I guess the Noah's Ark
Yeah,
shit.
Noah's Ark, remember?
Yeah.
I don't think they mentioned all the animals, but yeah.
I thought that they named them every one.
I don't think so, but I think they said he just marched them in 2 by 2.
Did you have
Some
a favorite
shit like that.
dinosaur when you were young?
Oh my God, it would be
The terrible lizard?
T-Rex was everybody's
Yeah.
favorite growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember hearing kids say that the T-Rex wasn't their favorite and being like, "What an asshole."
I always like the most vulnerable dinosaurs.
I mean, look, you could make the argument to me for the pterodactyl
That is
because
your
it
Oh,
favorite.
flies
he's
and
cool.
yeah, he's pretty cool. But I'm going with the T-Rex for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Now, the lesser Allosaurus. You still into that?
The poor man's T-Rex.
The chick version of the Tyrannosaurus Rex?
I'm into it, man. They
Yeah?
sound like dinosaur cats. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm down. Is the saber-toothed tiger a dinosaur considered or no? Right, totally different.
that was real. That actually existed while man was around.
Oh,
They
great.
have
So then we
that-
know
that,
they existed.
That roamed the earth while like when Cro-Magnon man was roaming around too. I think.
Oh, I thought that was a myth. Wow, man. Let me look that up too.
Mm-hmm. Smilodon.
Don't look it up because I'm probably wrong.
Well, within the first sentence, it says it's extinct. But that it was the most famous of the prehistoric mammals and is the best known saber-toothed cat, although commonly known as a saber-toothed tiger. It was not closely related to tiger or any other modern cats. I mean, it looks just like a goddamn tiger, though.
It looks like a female lion, doesn't it?
Yeah, kind
With
of.
the big.
Oh, it looks like a hyena to me.
Let me see this.
But did they
thing.
exist with humans or no?
It says prehistoric. Yeah, I mean, this is what they're saying he looks like. Yeah, he does kind of look like a hyena with buck teeth and shit.
Right, yeah.
Or like big
Yeah.
old
And
fangs.
And are you of the belief that there's not a chance in hell that man wasn't around when dinosaurs were around? Not man as we know him now, but like the brutish, the dudes that they
Well-
weren't even wearing pelts. They were just
Letting it all hang out.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if one day they found an early, like if you told me tomorrow that they were like, "Hey man, this is going to be fucking crazy, but we found remains of an earlier human ancestor than we thought that existed around the time of the dinosaurs." I wouldn't be like, my mind wouldn't be blown. So I
Are
guess
you kidding me? Do you know how that would fucking set fucking science and religion on fire? Both those two worlds would be fucking out of their minds. That would be a gigantic. I mean, that's a revelation that would change everything.
For who? For the guy that's got to get up and go to work in the morning? Like, what's that changing for? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? If they found out proof that man lived beside dinosaur,
Yeah.
That would be like you Father Lance would be fucking giving the finger to everybody. He'd be out there fucking like, just like, oh my, it would be a game changer.
But in what way? I don't, to who? To
It'd
you
be
and
like to
Father
all
Lance?
these know-it-all scientists who are like, no, no
But
way,
they're,
couldn't
they're the
happen.
ones who discovered it and like
Well,
brought
they're
it out.
suppressing it now, probably.
Probably. That's my theory as a scientist. Did you guys grow up thinking that, like, with cavemen would like bop a fucking cave woman over the head and drag her back to the cave by her hair?
Yeah.
Did I grow up hearing that story or
Yeah.
seeing that? Oh, that
Or
definitely
thinking it.
happened.
But how do they know?
Oh,
Like,
because I mean they were barely human back then.
yeah,
They
I mean,
wouldn't
there's
be like courting and shit.
yeah, I know, but like the very typical image of them being dragged by their hair.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that was
It's
just that was
like-
like something in BC fucking comics.
So you're just saying rape was far more frequent.
I would have to. I mean, I would have to think if, like, as full disclaimer, I'm not a scientist, but if I had to guess, the strongest pilt man, is that what they call him? Pilt man? Pilt? Was that pilt man, that skull they found? I imagine they just took what they wanted, right, Q? There was no, like, well, I hope she likes me.
Yeah, I think
Like
it was
we were?
a little more. It
The
was
answer was
probably a
inevitably
little, a little more animalistic back then.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not
Well, we got to
PC to
we gotta-
say it, but I mean, come on, I mean,
We got to cancel the cavemen. We got to do it.
there's no way on earth though that they were like, making sure their hair was nice and they had a bouquet of flowers before they went over and invaded that tribe to get some new putang,
Yeah, but-
They're like,
Right,
"We're-
but you don't have to go to prehistoric times for that. Like Christopher Columbus did that. He would come, didn't he do that? Like come here and take like 14-year-old sex slaves and like ship them back.
Yeah, a lot of people
he
did
did
seem
that?
to do that. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Columbus. The more you read about
sex
Columbus,
slaves.
Yeah, like he would steal native like girls and send them back home.
there's no doubt in the world it's happening at this very second somewhere in this country. So back then, yeah, it probably was
Yeah.
happening.
And it's not. I don't really want to talk about the cavemen and their sexual fucking.
Oh, the smell.
Because I like to
smell.
think of it like Fred and Wilma, rather
Yeah,
than how it
Ring-
really was.
like-
Mhm.
I always think of like Ringo Starr, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
that's my
nicer imagery.
caveman.
You said you had some tidbits, Bri.
I do. The last time we talked about this was in the form of Jenkum.
Oh, I remember Jenkum.
Right.
This is feces
yeah.
drugs, right?
This is
or
feces
feces
drugs.
wine or something
It
like that?
was a gas that they would put feces into a Coke bottle and then put some kind of balloon over it and then rubber band it down and the gas would build up and then they'd suck on it. This though seems a little bit more scientific. Penguin shit is an
Ooh.
intense laughing gas. If you want to get high, you don't need scatological jokes to induce laughter. The penguin scat will do that on its own. It produces an insane amount of laughing gas.
What's the name of this drug? What's it called? The science, or what are they calling it?
I don't know. Let me see what they're calling it.
I think Tell 'em Steve Dave is more powerful than this fucking penguin shit. I think we can.
They should call it.
Go ahead, Q.
Sorry, I was gonna say they should call it Happy Feet.
Oh, that's good, pretty
Happy
good too. But
feces?
I'm sure fucking Disney or whoever owns that fucking thing might not want to be
Yeah.
equated with a drug.
Happy feast.
Happy feces.
Happy Feast. Sorry, Walt. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Let's see. The maximum emissions are about 100 times higher than a recently fertilized field, and after several hours, researchers could go cuckoo. It says here.
Permanently.
It dwarfs that of whipped cream container permanently, which are sometimes huffed by recreational drug users.
Is it a specific type of penguin or all penguins?
It seems like it just says penguins. It shows like all those emperor penguins hanging out.
But it doesn't affect the penguins, huh?
Doesn't seem to. No, it says that it seems that when they're consuming all this nitrogen-filled krill, they
That's a
shit it
fish.
out. Yeah, some sort of like sea monkey-looking thing. The bacteria in the soil.